What's up, good people of YouTube? It's me, Chavez. I'm back with another MLB player prop video for you. Today's Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. As always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. We're kicking things off by recapping plays from yesterday, and then we'll dive into the Prizepicks board because I have a total of 6 plays that I want to share with you today. However, we'll only be breaking down 3 of them. So, if all that sounds good, I encourage you to stick around, drop a like, sub up, click that notification icon to get notified of all upcoming content and videos from me and the channel. And without further delay, let's get into our plays from yesterday. Okay, not the best of days yesterday. 2-2 with our plays. We'll talk about this in detail. So, Max Scherzer lets me down on his OG strikeout prop, but I did play his taco prop line at 5.5. That would have been a great middling opportunity had I taken the under on his original line and then taken the over on his taco prop, because he finished with 6 right in the middle. It's what you want for a middling opportunity. That's why I call it middling. So he went under his 7.5 strikeouts, but had a really good fantasy score, 46 points yesterday. So if you played his over on fantasy, then you did well. Took the over Nico Horner fantasy score. That worked out well for us. Clears that. Took the over Jaron Duran fantasy score. Not so much. 7 fantasy points. We needed 9 or more yesterday. Didn't get it done. Great matchup though. Great matchup. I would have played it again and again and again. And then lastly, we took the over on Freeman, Corbin Carroll combined hits, runs, and RBIs of 4. We talked about how Freeman could possibly get this done by himself, and he did. 5 total hits, runs, and RBIs for Freddie Freeman. 3 hits, 1 RBI, and 1 run scored. I honestly don't even know what Corbin Carroll did yesterday. I don't even care. As soon as the prop gets hit, it kind of just like move on to the next one and focus on that. But man, great game for Freddie Freeman. Great result there. So 2-2 on the day with our plays. Not the best of days. Really wanted that Max Scherzer prop badly. We move on to a new day though. New days provide us new things to talk about, new plays, new ways to profit and win. So with that being said, we're going to transition over to the Prizepicks board, where we'll start looking at all these plays that I have for you today and start breaking a few of them down. All right, here we are over on the Prizepicks board. Like I said, 6 total plays for you today. I like each and every one of these plays. I will be playing a combination of these plays in today's slips, but for today's video, we'll only be breaking a few of these down for time's sake. I can't be here talking to you for an hour, nor do you want to hear me talk for an hour, so which I probably could. I could probably talk for a few hours actually. So if you got what you want, I wish you the best of luck. If you want to stick around and listen to me break a few of these down, then I encourage you to do just that. We're going to start off with a batter versus pitcher versus matchup that I want just to share with you today. Rafael Devers in a really good spot today versus Jordan Lyles. Got his hitter fantasy score pulled up here because that's the only prop available to us on Prizepicks as of now. Because of the batter versus pitcher matchup, I like the over on his fantasy score, but we're just going to transition over to props.cash so I can show you this matchup and show you why I like this so much. All right, here we are over on props.cash now. Rafael Devers is not the only Boston Red Sox that's popping out on this tool right now. But he is the only one that's available to us. So no Verdugo on Prizepicks, no Justin Turner on Prizepicks. Trevor Story is on Prizepicks right now, but his numbers aren't as strong as Devers. So 17 at-bats versus Jordan Lyles. He has 6 hits, 2 singles, 3 doubles, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. He only has 2 strikeouts, 0 walks for a .353 batting average. 1059 OPS and a 706 slugging percentage. So seeing the ball well, hitting the ball well, hitting it for average, hitting it for power. I mean, 1 home run, that's power. So you really can't dislike anything about these numbers. And also, here's a fun fact about Jordan Lyles. He's not that good of a pitcher, and he's in a hitter-friendly environment in Fenway Park. So when you just combine all this up and mesh it up, bang, result is positive numbers for Rafael Devers. Hopefully that the Red Sox can score more than 3 damn runs today, and hopefully Rafael Devers doesn't go 0 for 4 today and is a big part of that production. So Play number one, looking at the over on Rafael Devers' hitter fantasy score based off his batter versus pitcher matchup. All right, we don't have to go too far to start talking about our next two plays from the same player, Bobby Witt Jr. Now, this is the same game, Kansas City, Boston. Bobby Witt Jr. is a player that I have been targeting quite a few slips over the last couple of weeks. Just huge upside, all right? Just huge upside from this kid. Let's head over to props.cash. Let's talk about his hitter fantasy score. Let's talk about his total base prop and how you can leverage both of these in different slips and hopefully take advantage of his spot today. All right, over on props.cash. This is a great leverage opportunity for Bobby Witt Jr. Anytime you have a player that has multiple props on the board and you can figure out how those points are being scored, how that production is being, produced, you know what I'm saying. It gives you the opportunity to play multiple slips with some of the same players, but just different props. So let's talk about his total base prop. Over his last 10 games, he has a total of 36 total bases. I already did the math. So 36 total bases in those 10 games. Hits, runs, and RBIs. Incredible production over his last 10 games. 6 stolen bases in 10 games. And he has a total of 4 home runs over his last 10 games. So he's hitting for power. He's hitting for average. He's getting on base. He's stealing base. There's a lot of upside there today. So in terms of his total bases, what that would take is a double. It would take a couple of singles. If you want to see how many extra base hits he has in those 10 games, Bobby Witt Jr. has a total of 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extra base hits. That means doubles or better in those 10 games, which is incredible production. So there's not a lot to dislike in terms of taking the over on his total base prop. Now, his fantasy score. Now, fantasy points are everything. Being hit by a pitch, walks, stolen bases, singles, doubles, home runs, all that stuff. So, Bobby Witt Jr. likes to steal bases, right? That's 5 points right there. We talk about this all the time. The quickest formula, the quickest way to go over that fantasy score, the quickest path to success. Hit a single, steal a base, score a run, 10 fantasy points, boom, it's done. It literally happens just like that more times than you think. Bobby Witt Jr. is in a great spot today. Doesn't have the best numbers versus Nick Pivetta. I'm not really concerned with that. Nick Pivetta is not a good pitcher, to be honest with you. He's fair. Bobby Witt Jr. on the year versus right-handed pitching, however, 262, 14 homers, a combined 23 doubles and triples, and he has a total of 54 singles. So that's what I'm liking for Bobby Witt. I believe that if you play his fantasy score in one slip, you play his total base prop in another slip, if he has a good game, he's hitting both of those lines 100%. So I'm rolling with both of these props based off this information, taking the over on both hitter fantasy score and total bases for Bobby Witt Jr. And that's going to be play number 2 and 3 for today. All right, last play of the day. I said breakdown 3, but because that Bobby Witt, I was kind of like just one play. So Jose Ramirez, hitter fantasy score. I like the over on this one today. Let's head over to props.cash, and together we'll break it down. All right, here we are over on props.cash. Let me tell you something about Jose Ramirez. Let me tell you something, man. This dude, every time I pick him, is that dude that has a bad game. What am I supposed to do? I'm playing the odds. I'm playing the projections. I'm playing all this great information that I'm gathering from my research, and like, damn, this dude is in a spot to crush, and he doesn't. So you can't allow your personal opinion and your feelings to get involved in some of these plays, but damn, sometimes you just got to get it off your chest. So he's that guy for me. I'm hoping today is that day where he makes it right. So Jose Ramirez versus Kevin Gausman today. No history. Jose Ramirez on the year versus right-handed pitching, crushing it. 325 BA, 12 homers, 23 combined doubles and triples, 58 singles. Gausman on the year versus, Jose Ramirez is a switch-hitting batter, so he can hit from left or right. But Gausman on the year versus lefties, giving up a higher batting average. Almost identical numbers, though. Look at this batting average. 6 points separate the BAs. Because Ramirez is a switch hitting batter, I would assume he takes swings from either side of the plate, being that Gossman is, giving up equal numbers, but we could see him take swings, as a lefty to create that lefty versus righty matchup, right? So that's what I'm liking for Jose Ramirez. Looking at what he's done over his last 10 games, Jose Ramirez has a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. Out of all those hits, we see that 2, 3, 4 of those are extra base hits. In those 10 games, he has 2 homers. Here's the part that I really like. 3 stolen bases in those 10 games. Maybe you didn't know that he was a threat on the base paths, right? Apparently he is. 3 stolen bases in 10 games. That's 5 points each stolen base. So 15 fantasy points right there just on stolen bases alone for Jose Ramirez over his last 10. So he's in a good spot again. I always take him in these spots where he should go over his line. Whether he does or not, whether he does go over his line, I can't control that. So fingers crossed. We're going with the over. 8.5 fantasy score for Jose Ramirez today versus Kevin Gossman. Looking for him to break that trend of breaking my damn heart. That is going to be our 4th and final play of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you like on the board, as well as your thoughts on today's video and today's plays. As always, thank you all so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Drop a like, sub up, click on an ad. Help this channel grow. Help this channel reach new viewers. I would truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for all that you do and helping this channel get bigger every single day. Best of luck to you all should you tail any of these plays. And until tomorrow's MLB player prop video, Chavez is out.